Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Gaudet Field here in Middletown, Rhode Island, where the Salve Regina University Seahawks are set to take on the Bison of Nichols College in a big Commonwealth Coast Conference quarterfinal matchup. The playoffs are here at last. Hello again and welcome. I am Andrew Pizzelli bringing you the call here this afternoon. The Bison 7-10 on the season overall. They are the 6th seed. The Seahawks 7-7 overall, but 5-3 in the CCC. They earn the 3 seed here in the conference tournament. Ryan Chambers will be between the pipes for the Seahawks once again. He is 7-6 on the year. It will be Morgan Brady, the freshman from Framingham, Mass., who the Bison will turn to. Justin Haverly will dig in against Scott Ehrenberg, who will win the draw. And we're underway. Want to welcome into the broadcast now today's camera person and color commentator, Caden Kraus. Caden, how are you doing?
Doing pretty well. How about you, Paz?
Pretty good. It's a gorgeous day.
Beautiful day.
Here in Middletown. Could not ask for better weather for some playoff lacrosse. Our women's team defeated the Bison as well earlier here this afternoon, 17-5 to advance to the semifinals and play Roger Williams. The Seahawks trying to do that same thing here this afternoon and dispatch the Bison here on their home field. Ryan Warner now around Van Winkle, right side. First possession here of the game. Warner, his shot skips in past Chambers. The distance shot from the junior, and it's 1-0 Nichols on their first shot of the game.
It's a tough shot as a goalie to get as your first shot of the game there. Bounces way in front of him. Tough to read those.
14:08 to go in the first. Bison win the faceoff once again, and Nick Gualteri will come up with the loose ball. Bison most recently fell 24-4 to Endicott to fall to the 6th seed. Seahawks, meanwhile, defeated Gordon 19-6 in their most recent game. Seahawks won the matchup this year against the Bison, 15-7 here back on April 5th. Bison, though, with the 1-0 lead, right back on the attack. It really does not matter what happened in the regular season. Once you're in the playoffs, anything can happen. Santoni around McCusker. He'll fire from distance, high and wide. Bison retain possession. Ryan Warner from behind the cage. Out to the left side. Van Winkle with him stride for stride. He'll turn and fire. Save made by Chambers, and that one careens high and out of play.
Great save there on a great shot. Tough angle there.
Hunter Ferreira on the near side. Up to Warner, around to the right side now. Behind the cage, Bison with it. Here's Ferreira. Straight away up top now, left side, once again back to Santoni. Bison with it behind the cage. Flipped out to Santoni, left side. Cillian Cohane, he'll rip it, and it goes wide. This is a great start here if you're Nichols. Kobe Gillis operating deep from behind the cage. Ranked first in the CCC in assists. This one fed out to midfield. Battle for it. Santoni will keep it alive. Take a shot from Shea McCusker. Tough play there from the Bison to keep this possession going. Just 4 seconds on the shot clock, though. This one bounced into space and taken away by Max Van Winkle, who then gets upended, drawing a penalty as well.
It's a great read there by Max there. Picked that pass off.
And we will address the penalty here against the Bison. So 30-second technical push with 11:55 to go against Santoni. So man up here for the Seahawks in their first offensive possession. With 11:55 to go. Trailing 1-0. Liam Cooney sends it around to Mason Barbone. Now Pat Leary on the left side, all the way up top again to Tracy. Beauchamp circles out wide. Leary from deep. That one's blocked. And we'll skip into the cross of Brady Morgan. And the Bison will clear it back the other way. Too high for Ferreira and out of play. Seahawks look to clear here. Seahawks had 6 all-conference honorees this year, the most in program history. Max Beauchamp, Brendan Laundrie, and Jack Naglieri each were named to the second team, while Liam Cooney, Pat Leary, and Rocco Mazzi made third team all-conference. Beauchamp, who leads the team in assists, tied to the team high with points as well with 45. Gets it here straight away at the point. Back to even strength. Beauchamp around the screen from Cooney. Right side, he'll survey with 24 seconds on the shot clock. Gets the screen from Barbone. Trying to sneak that one out high, and it's picked off. Clean steal there.
That was a great steal there by Cooper. Tough read, going over his shoulder.
We're going to get a timeout called here by the Bison. We'll take it as well. 9:56 to go in the first. 1-0 Nichols. We'll be back. Welcome back out of the timeout. Bison with possession, leading 1-0 here in the first quarter. Santoni around the screen left side, picked up by McCusker. Able to get around him, trying to carry to the front, and he's stripped from behind by McCusker. Great play there. And then Chambers comes out from his crease to grab the ground ball. And now the Seahawks will look to clear. Gavin Johnson looking for help. Able to get it away to Van Winkle, and now Brendan Tracy. Seahawks await reinforcements now. Brendan Laundrie. Now Beauchamp. Up the right-hand side, feathers it in behind the cage. Waiting Barbone all the way out high. Cooney now, he'll rip it on the cage. That goes wide. Cooney again. Slings it near side to Beauchamp. Behind the cage, Barbone. Picked up defensively by Ettenhofer. Into the middle, the shot, score! Seahawks tie the game with 8:33 to go. Brendan Laundrie.
Beautiful pass there to start that off, and then the turnaround and a shot to find the corner there. That's great play.
Laundrie, who had led the Seahawks in scoring most of the year, was overtaken in the final week and a half by Pat Leary. Leary, who's the Seahawks' all-time leading goal scorer. 179 goals coming into tonight. Iritano, Seahawks with possession off the face-off violation by the Bison. Chance to take the lead. Cooney behind the cage. Barbone. Now Iritano at the point right side. Around LJ Pope. Trying to sneak it in deep to Leary. Foot race for it. He'll track it down. Keep it away from Ettenhofer. 35 seconds on the shot clock. Padraig Berry, right side. Iritano scores! Sneaks it low on Morgan, and the Seahawks have the lead. The zip pass from Padraig Berry. And then Iritano, no hesitation. 2-1 with 7:46 to go in the first. Kieran Hughes in to take this draw for Salve, but the Bison win it. Another face-off win for Scott Ehrenberg. And collectively as a team, the Bison have won the most face-offs in the CCC. Definitely a key here today for the Seahawks to not allow the Bison to run rampant in the circle. Santoni, right side. Cohane with the drive that goes wide. Cohane scored 49 goals overall to lead all CCC players this year, ranked second in goals versus conference opponents as well, 24 on the year. As a first-team midfield on the all-conference squad. His low shot here, that one was blocked. Everyone looking around didn't know where it was. Blocked and taken away here by Rocco Mazzi, who clears it ahead for the Seahawks. Six and a half to go in the first. Seahawks with the lead. Barbone. Cooney spins it up to Beauchamp. Out high Laundrie, left side. This one swept on the goal and blocked. Brendan Tracy with the shot.
Salve's doing a real good job here in the O-zone. Once they get the ball, they're keeping their pressure sustained and slowing it down a bit so they can run their plays here.
Tracy. Behind the cage, Barbone. Lobs it all the way out high. Beauchamp back to the left side, gets the return pass. Bison flash a little bit of a double team. Cooney, crossfield to Laundrie. Laundrie had it knocked away, loose on the ground. Big scramble for it here. pile up for the ball. Who's going to come out with it? And the Bison do. Nick Gualteri digs it away. And clears it to the attacking end. Gualteri then has it stripped. Gavin Johnson knocked it free. Max Van Winkle found the ground ball. Five minutes to go in the first. Pass it in the middle. Leary the shot. Morgan the save. Rebound collected by Joseph Busa.
That was a great pass there by Beauchamp. Looking one way, pass it the other.
Ettenhofer here has 4 seconds to get it across midfield, and he'll do so himself. Carries to the attacking end now. Lobs it back out to midfield. Santoni looks around. No pressure. And he'll wait for reinforcements here. Warner. Back to Santoni. Around Brett Souza. Santoni hits the brakes in the corner right side. Out high to C.J. Cadigan. Cadigan now down the middle. On the goal, he scores to tie the game at 2 with 4:10 to go.
Fantastic play there by the Bison. Kept his stick there out of the way of the Salve defender and didn't let him whack it out of his out of the net there, and protected the ball real well.
Able to find the extra gear to turn the corner. We start again. Game tied at 2. 4:10 to go in the first quarter. Haverly will take the draw here against Ehrenberg, a freshman on the senior. Ehrenberg falls down. And the ball still loose and eventually collected by Warner. Right now it's a 4-5 advantage for the Bison in faceoffs. Here's Warner now. Beauchamp on him. DeRubis moves it right side to Cadigan, picked up by Tellini. 35 seconds on the shot clock. Warner didn't look that one in. Rolling to the sideline, and it's going to get out. Bison turn it over. Unforced error there. Three minutes to go in the first. Game tied at 2. Liam Cooney right side. Out high to Beauchamp. Slings it across to Brendan Tracy. Now Padraig Berry. Down the right side. Barbone works it around the horn. Pat Leary from the point left side. Out high, Beauchamp sneaks it across. Cooney thought about the shot instead. Dishes it instead to Barbone. Too high for him. And it's scooped up by Busa. And a penalty behind the play. I think Padraig Berry got leveled by Busa. And we'll have to address this. So they're going to call 2 penalties. A major slash against Busa. And I think on sportsmanlike conduct here on Barry for 30 seconds. So we'll be even, and then the Seahawks will basically get 30 seconds of man up. The officials trying to sort things out here on the field. And I think because of the order of the penalties here, Barry getting his after Busa, they're going to give the Bison the ball here. Ball stripped from Ettenhofer by Naglieri. Jack Naglieri. They score! Even strength to take the lead.
Max Van Winkle, beautiful shot there.
Van Winkle with 1:59 to go gives the Seahawks the lead. And now they'll have to be man down, while Barry serves the remainder of his penalty. That all started with Naglieri causing the turnover. Leads the team in caused turnovers. Him and Gavin Johnson both do. 22 coming into tonight. Naglieri showing why right there. He was named an all-conference defenseman. Van Winkle, who does so much of the dirty work in the midfield to help the Seahawks clear. Just his 4th goal of the year. Does not always pop up in the stat sheet, but has an impact on every single game. Eventually, Hughes had worked that free. Seahawks are going to get possession here. After they call an illegal procedure here against the Bison. The officials are going to conference again here as well with 1:47 to go. Bison are still a man down. And there's no one in the box, so there's only 5 guys on the field right now for Nichols. And now the officials are coming over to chat with the scores table. And this slows everything down. So it looks to be maybe some confusion with the timing of the penalties. Maybe the question is that Busa maybe was supposed to be locked in for a minute, and he was released when Van Winkle scored. Barry continued to serve the remainder of his 30 seconds. And I think that's the case here, because they are going to make Busa come back. So that explains why there were still only 5 Bison out on the field. So Busa was supposed to be locked in for a minute, I would assume. They've made him come back to take a knee, and there are only 5 Bison on the field defensively. So it looks like maybe Busa... So an illegal release penalty called against the Bison with 1:45 to go. So that's what the whole... There was confusion about Busa coming out. And so now another 30 seconds of man up now for the Seahawks. So a true man up advantage here. This one snaked left side into the middle. Laundry lost it. Picked off inside by Cooper Melvin on the pass from the wing. Bison looking to clear. They do. Quickly back the other way. Gualteri with a shot. Save made by Chambers looking around. Didn't know where it went. It will skip out of play. Tellini trying to win the foot race. He cannot. Bison will keep it.
Great save there by Chambers, but also Nick Gualtieri had a great play there, running the whole field himself and did all that work there by himself.
He was an all-conference player as well. Third-team short stick specialist. And those are the guys like him, like Van Winkle, end-to-end guys can impact the game offensively, defensively. They fill in the cracks anywhere you need a little something.
Yeah,
they got
everywhere. They're everywhere. Tiring position to play.
So we're finally back to even strength here. After the Bison have to serve the illegal release penalty, Warner throws it out to midfield. Santoni able to scoop it. Takes a shot from Van Winkle, but draws a penalty. Oh, my. He would have been off to the races as well. Seahawks fans are not going to like this call. Technical minor penalty here against Van Winkle with just 10 seconds left in the quarter. Bison had nearly turned that ball over. One of the long poles at midfield was able to keep that onside, and then Santoni grabbed it before getting shoved by Van Winkle. Bison will hold it, and we'll just run out the clock here on the first quarter and take possession to the second. So a lot of action here in this first quarter. A tight one here so far between Salve and Nichols. We'll take a break and be back with the call of the second quarter. You're watching CCC quarterfinal action on the Salve Athletics Network. We'll be back. Welcome back to Gaudet Field. Andrew Pizzelli alongside Caden Kraus bringing you the call of this Commonwealth Coast Conference quarterfinal matchup. Nichols and Salve Regina. Seahawks the 3rd seed, Nichols the 6th seed, but the seeding does not matter. Both of these teams are in a fight right now. Hunter Ferreira up the right-hand side. We'll back it out on the wing and drop it in deep. Kobe Gillis, the quarterback from behind the cage, slings it out to the left side. Santoni now out high, Jack Ellis. 35 seconds on the shot clock here for Nichols. Ellis. Gillis, left side. Bouncing shot. Trying to sneak it in, and Chambers able to deny Hunter Ferreira on the left side. Van Winkle, left side Leary, touch to Barbone. His shot just misses. Great look, though, from the Seahawks.
Very quick ball movement there. Wasted no time, just got it right to the cage.
Ball moves much faster in the air than it can with your feet. Tracy. Leary now up top to Beauchamp. Seahawks with the 3-2 lead. Laundry. Down the right-hand side. Back up to the point. Cooney. Beauchamp. Behind the net, Barbone. Onto the wing right side. Cooney with the shot. He scores! Liam Cooney makes it 4-2 with 13:21 to go.
Like we were saying earlier, Pez, those shots off the ground, tough to save for a goalie. But a lot of guys like to go upstairs. It looks a lot nicer, but they all count.
And Cooney has a rocket as well. Hughes will take the draw here for Salve. And a violation is called against Ehrenberg. Seahawks right back on the attack. Iritano moves it right side Cooney. A little bit of hop now on the Seahawks step. Barry. Out high to Souza. Iritano blitzed, moves it to Barry. Barry up the left side. Souza nearly lost it, but Iritano make this. Cooney will clean it up and keep it alive. Leary trying to force his way in front, tripped up on his way towards the net. Ball is loose. Padraig Barry trying to muscle Jeffrey Talon out of the way. And the ball lost out of play.
Yeah, Patty did not have the size advantage there, but outworked them and it almost worked out in his favor.
And now the near side official pointed Salve's way and then kind of looked across the field for confirmation. It looked to have been last touched by Mason Barbone. And that is the call that the officials make here now, and the right call. Lobbed across the field for Santoni. Cadigan dropped the ball. Tellini able to wedge it free. That was a high pass for Cadigan. Kind of threw him off balance, and Tellini capitalized. Near side, Beauchamp. He'll settle it down. Left side, Leary. Trades places now with Beauchamp. Beauchamp out high on the cut. Tracy the drive. He scores.
Wow, an absolute rocket there.
11:16 to go in the second. Beauchamp feeds Tracy. Largest lead for the Seahawks. Time out. Nichols will take it as well. 5-2. Seahawks now on top. Welcome back to the field out of the timeout. 11:16 to go in the second. Hughes and Ehrenberg on the draw, and the Bison win it. Nichols now trying to answer. Seahawks with their largest lead. Warner can't back his way in. Sneaks it out to the point. Santoni back to Cohane, and his drive goes wide.
Like you said earlier there, Pez, face-offs are key, and Nichols is doing a great job, and it's leading to all their possessions here.
Was to be expected. Here's Warner able to get away from Van Winkle. He scores. 10:40 to go in the second. Big goal for Nichols. Make it a 2-goal game.
Beautiful solo effort there by Ryan Warner to spin off his man and then get it past Chambers there.
And right back in on the draw. It's the danger of getting into a track meet with a team that can win face-offs like the Bison can.
Mm-hmm.
And that time, Ehrenberg, instead of winning it himself, he just kind of shielded his man and let Gualteri come and get it. Gualteri sprinted down the middle, and now will circle out onto the wing. Right now, the Bison doubling up the Seahawks in face-off wins. 6-3. Warner. Out high to Santoni. Van Winkle gives him a shove. He'll just let it fly, and Chambers swats it across the field. That one may have gone off the post. So they had reset the shot clock. We may have to set it back. So they've put the shot clock at 47 seconds. Gillis. Ferreira left side. Looking to turn the corner into the middle. Hops through the slot left side for Cohane. His drive goes wide.
Did not miss by much there.
First team midfielder. 49 goals on the season. Cadigan bounces it towards the cage. That goes wide. Nichols with the 14 edge in shots. Seahawks, though, 7-6 in shots on goal. 9 seconds here on the shot clock for the Bison. Cohane will bring it out of the near side corner. He'll be picked up by Rocco Mazzi, who made his first all-conference team. Later this week, Cohane trying to feed it across the field too high. Way too high for Ferreira. He turns it over. Here comes Naglieri on the break. Behind the net, Barbone out to Leary. Leary. Now Barbone out onto the wing. Beauchamp to Tracy. He will bounce it on the goal. Save made by Morgan.
Great save by Morgan.
Looked like a bit of a change-up there from Tracy. Bison trying to clear. The spin move there from Talion. And he gets it away. The big drive from the point. Save made by Chambers. Ball still loose. He'll pounce on it. Big time stop from Chambers, denying Evan St. Arnaud.
And then had to find the ball quickly as it could have went in there. Went straight up.
A difficult save and cover. Seahawks quickly back to the attacking end. Here's Laundry. Trying to lob it behind the cage. Morgan got a piece of it. Barbone will track it down. Head coach Pat Cooney wants to talk things over. 52 seconds on the shot clock. 7:37 on the game clock here in the first half. Seahawks leading 5-3. We'll be back. Welcome back to Gaudet Field. Out of the Seahawk timeout, 7:37 to go in the first half. Seahawks with possession. 50 seconds on the shot clock here for the Seahawks, who lead 5-3 in this conference semifinal. Tracy lost the ball. A little bit too low for him to handle, but Pat Leary, Johnny on the spot, will clean it up and keep the possession going. Beauchamp tries to sneak it back to Barbone. Good defense there from Sam Reisman to stop Barbone on the drive. Beauchamp now left side. Trying to turn the corner. Beauchamp fights his way in front. Falling down. Beauchamp lost an edge. Morgan Good positioning there as well to deny him in front. Bison trying to clear here. Italian had carried it across, now will sub off. 6:20 to go. Warner, left side. Lost Naglieri for a moment. Now lobs it all the way out high to Santoni. Driving to his right, will bounce it on the goal. Chambers makes the save, and the ball will hop to Gavin Johnson.
Good scoop by Johnson there. Get the ball up, moving quick.
Seahawks on the run. That one maybe deflected. Seahawks will keep it. The rip from Cooney goes wide. Thomas Skolnick, the freshman from Belmont, Mass, makes an appearance here to run the point along with Barry. Skolnick at the point right side. Trying to knife his way inside. Instead, Iritano, middle of the field. Now Barry left side. Leary dropped it for a moment, but cool and collected. Fifth-year graduate student collects it to keep it alive. Iritano, 28 seconds. Iritano dropped the ball. Picked up by Garrett Gay. Cadigan back the other way on the clear for the Bison. Both teams have turned it over a lot here in this first half. 9 turnovers for the Bison, 7 for the Seahawks. Trying to sneak this one in front. Cohane threw it a bit wide of Warner. Four and a half to go. Bison with possession. Warner, left side, drops it back behind the net. Ferreira. Rocco Mazzi with him stride for stride. Takes a couple of swipes, may have deflected that pass, and it comes to Joseph Tellini. He gets double-teamed in the corner. He lost it, dragged down as well. And the Bison eventually, Cadigan comes out of the fray with the ball. Cadigan. 3:25 to go in the half. Slings it out to Warner. Thought about the deep drive. Up top, Santoni. Left side for the shot. Score! Ferreira from the wing makes it a one-goal game with 3:18 to play in the half.
Sounded like Chambers got a piece of that, but shot was hard enough that it went right through him.
5-4. Hughes on the draw with Ehrenberg, who wins it cleanly. Bison right back on the attack, looking for the tie. It's been an even second quarter. 2 goals apiece. Santoni stops on the wing right side. Cadigan now. Santoni, a little bit of daylight. McCusker able to recover, though. Warner through a screen left side, throws it on the goal. That one will hop wide of the cage. Bison walking in with 2:22 to go in the half. Looking for the tie. Warner. With Van Winkle on his back, able to sneak that one, I think, behind Chambers. Trying to find Gillis on the cut. Gavin Johnson had it for a moment, and then got tripped up and lost it. That one will skip wide. Warner with the shot. That one was blocked by Van Winkle. Again, Chambers makes the save. Robin Cohane. And slings it out to midfield to Gavin Johnson.
And he has the poise there to, after the save, grab the ball right off the line.
That's twice he's had to make a difficult save and really recover that loose ball in a dangerous spot. Final minute, first half. Seahawks leading. And can pretty much hold for the final shot here. Except the pass from the wing is picked off. Cooney had given it away to Gualteri, but Cooney takes it right back, slings it left side. Barbone up top to Tracy. Now Beauchamp right side. In behind the cage. Barbone trying to back his way in. 20 seconds to go in the half. Tracy trying to sneak it into the middle. Falling down. Beauchamp sends it wide.
16 seconds left here.
Tracy, right side. The underhanded shot from Beauchamp. Saved by Morgan. 8 seconds to go. Tracy recovers it and sends it wide. Bison will get it back. And the Bison will run out time here in the half. Great game going here. 5-4. Seahawks hold the lead to head to the locker room. Caden, your thoughts on this first half?
I think the keys here, the biggest thing is the face-offs. Nichols is doing a great job, and it's leading to all their possessions, and it's what's gotten them 4 so far. So I think if Salve can buckle down on the face-offs, that'll definitely help them out.
It's a 7-3 edge for the Bison in the circle for the team that wins the most face-offs in the CCC. Great game going here. We'll take a break while the teams head off the field for halftime. You're watching Commonwealth Coast Conference quarterfinal action on the Salve Athletics Network. We'll be back. Welcome back to Gaudet Field. Start of the third quarter between Salve Regina and Nichols. Seahawks leading 5-4, but the Bison, like they did in that first half, win the draw. Right back on the attack. The lob pass here for Santoni. Loses Van Winkle. Fires it on the goal, bounces it way short, and it hops over the cage.
Definitely had Chambers fooled with that if he didn't bounce it so early.
Andrew Pizzelli alongside Caden Krause, bringing you the call here this afternoon. Thank you for finding us on the Salve Athletics Network. Gorgeous day here in Middletown. Santoni to Cillian Cohane. Naglieri rips it away from behind. Ball loose on the ground. And Van Winkle scoops up the ground ball and then gets hammered to the ground. Able to get it away to Gavin Johnson now. Off and running on the break. Johnson down the left-hand side. Stumbling and moves it behind the cage to Barbone, and the Seahawks will settle things down.
Taking a hit to make a play in the D zone there.
It's a 21-15 edge in shots. This one from Cooney sneaks past Morgan to reestablish a 2-goal lead. Just inside the left pipe with 13:19 to go in the quarter.
See what happens with this face-off, though. If Nichols can win it, they can change the momentum real quick, but it could be a whole different game if Salve gets this face-off and gets going.
Ehrenberg played it into space, was not a clean win. Loose on the ground, and Naglieri comes away with it. Gets it to Mazzi. The two all-conference long poles combining there on that play, but then Mazzi lost it out of play. Gualteri quickly to Ferreira. Fake the pass to Cohane. Ferreira inside. Cohane. Underhand drive score. A flurry of fakes from Ferreira. And eventually Cohane buries it to answer right back.
Beautiful play there by Ferreira with those fakes. Got everyone looking and then found Carrera right in the slot there. Beautiful play.
Ehrenberg and Hughes on the draw. Wedged into space, and Ehrenberg wins it cleanly to Warner. And just when, as you said, Caden, when the Seahawks look to maybe build a little momentum, the Bison's ability to win draws keeps you from doing so.
Not that Salve's bad at face-offs. Bisons are just unbelievable at it, and it's keeping them in this game.
Gillis left side on the cut for Herrera. Fakes the shot. Double teamed left side. And then faked the pass and got everyone to sprint away. Cadigan. Out high. Cohane now watched by Laundry. He'll cradle it out on the wing. Laundry will stick with him defensively into the corner near side. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Cohane around to the right-hand side. A little no-look shot. That one off the post. Gathered up by Johnson. And he finds Kieran Hughes. Hughes will look to carry through midfield. And he'll get it ahead on the clear. Six to 5 with 11:18 to go. here in the third. Tracy drops it off for Barbone, and Morgan denies. Leary gathers the rebound on the far side. Seahawks will keep possession. Cooney with the drive. That one deflects all the way out to midfield. Gavin Johnson will grab it back in Seahawk territory. Tracy to Cooney. Out high, Beauchamp. 20 seconds on the shot clock here. Beauchamp trying to get away from Pope. Looks to play it towards the goal, and it's saved by Morgan.
Great save there by Morgan.
Morgan with just 6 seconds now as Talion needs to get it across midfield, and just in the nick of time, LJ Pope gets it across, and then he's stripped of the ball by Naglieri. Left side. Seahawks will bring it to the attacking end, and a delayed penalty coming as well. Delayed penalty coming. Beauchamp. Long lob in behind the cage. Laundry. Deep set behind the net. Out to the left-hand side. On the cut. Barbone the shot. He scores! Just snuck in behind the defense watching Laundry. 7-5 with 9:11 to go.
It all starts with that hard back check there off CJ or off Pope there, stealing the ball from him in a quick transition, getting back into the offensive zone, and then a beautiful pass.
On the draw, Haverly comes away with it cleanly.
It's a big face-off. Maybe Salve can build off that now.
So they do tack on the penalty on the slash to Cooper Melvin. So man up here for the Seahawks as well. For another 20 seconds. Tracy wanted to get it back to Cooney. Busa able to get in the way of it. Lost out of play. He couldn't control it.
Salve playing very perimeter there at the start of that power play. Let's see if they try to attack here.
And we're back to even strength. Gualteri will hop on to even up the defense here for the Bison. 8 minutes to go in the third. Seahawks lead by 2. Laundry left side. 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Laundry down the left-hand side. Behind the cage will not get a shot away. Seahawks were not aware of the shot clock there. They turn it over. And then a penalty as well. See what the call is here. Looks like maybe delay of game.
Yeah, I didn't catch it there. See what they say.
That's what they call delay of game.
Didn't see what he did you? Maybe he threw the ball after, wasting some time.
I mean, I see guys after a turnover chuck the ball in the air, roll it on, leave it on the ground. I looked away.
Yeah.
Turnover.
So
I hadn't noticed anything egregious.
Yeah, I didn't catch anything either. But nonetheless, great defensive play there by the Bisons. Held Salve all the way to the outside there and caused the time clock to run out.
That shot goes high and wide. Man up here for the Bison. Trailing by 2. Back to even strength. Santoni lobs it right side. So the penalty does not harm the Seahawks. Gillis behind the cage, surveys, on the cut, the shot, Chambers the save on Jack Ellis.
Beautiful save there to get his left leg out in front of the ball.
Point blank range. Tellini slings it across, saying Van Winkle now will look to navigate midfield for the Seahawks. And he does. And the Seahawks turn it over. Iritano going over and back. DeRubis. Cadigan behind the cage to Gillis. Top assist man in the CCC. 49 assists on the year. Running quarterback from behind the cage. Out to Santoni, left side. Out high, Ferreira. Wanted to go inside, out on the wing to Santoni. Ferreira again. Right side, Cadigan. Picked up by McCusker. Gillis, right side Cadigan, 30 seconds on the shot clock. That pass deflected. Warner able to chase it down and keep it away from McCusker. Seahawks throwing the Bison off a little bit here by going zone. Gillis behind the cage. Stripped by Mazzy.
Fantastic play by Mazzy there.
Could not get around the all-conference defenseman.
Shows why he made that all-conference team right there.
That pass too high for Laundry from Leary. Seahawks turn it over.
You know, Salve's had some unforced errors and turnovers here that could end up costing them, so they better lock that down. And they're letting the Bisons right back into this game if they keep that up.
.435 to go in the third. Tracy. Beauchamp drops it into the corner, left side. The rip from the wing from Laundry, saved by Morgan. Ball loose on the ground and scooped up by Ettenhofer.
Oh.
And then nearly dropped by Morgan.
I think Laundry got his stick there and on Morgan and caused him to drop it.
Bit of a frantic clear here for the Bison, but they do eventually get it. 3:46 to go in the third. Cadigan now behind the cage, picked up by Tellini. Dylan DeRubis. Now to Ryan Warner. On the roll now, Ferreira. Fakes the interior pass, looks to turn the corner, tees up the big drive that goes wide.
You know, the Bisons are getting some good zone possession here, but Salve's doing a great job keeping them to the perimeter and not letting them inside.
Yeah, Ferreira keeps looking for that interior pass. That pass deflected, hops towards the goal, and Gavin Johnson will grab it. Seahawks off and running here. And they'll clear it ahead. Beauchamp. Trying to sneak the pass inside for Barry. Stumbling through the slot. Loose on the ground. Big pile up there in the high slot. And out of the fray comes Ettenhofer with the ball.
He made that look easy, scooping that ball, that scrum, didn't he?
There's a maze of players. Bison will get the clear with 99 seconds to go in the third. Saunders out to defend Santoni. That one snuck towards the goal. Loose left side, Ferreira. Loose on the ground. Player still jamming for it. And eventually Gavin Johnson will dig it away. Crossfield for Laundry. He tees up the drive. It hops behind the cage. Scooped up by Busa.
Riley had a hard time picking that ball up behind the net with all that spin. Kept jumping away from him.
Gualteri sees a little daylight. Gualteri sprinting down the right-hand side. Naglieri, the little shove there to take him off the mark. The shot, score! Cohane sprints up the right-hand side. Gualteri losing his footing behind the cage, able to find him. And just like that, it's a one-goal game with 33 seconds to go.
What an effort there by Gualteri to bring that ball all the way down behind the net, get tripped up, and still make the pass and set up a beautiful goal. I feel like we've said Gualteri's name a lot today. He's been everywhere. He's doing it all.
Third team short stick specialist. Like we said, him and Van Winkle. So unnecessary roughness called here against Gavin Johnson. Off the face-off win, Haverly able to wedge it back to Naglieri. That's a big draw win here for the Seahawks, trying to kill some time on the man down.
Only 20 seconds left in the quarter now, too. Just trying to hold off.
Chambers slings it out to midfield. Daniel Bordeaux Gets it to Brendan Tracy. And the Seahawks turn it over. And that'll do it for the third. So this one far from being decided. Buckle up for a frantic finish here from Gaudet. 3 quarters in the books. We make the turn for home. Salve 7, Nichols 6. You're watching Commonwealth Coast Conference playoff action. We'll be back. Welcome back to Gaudet Field. Andrew Pizzelli alongside Caden Kraus bringing you the call of this CCC quarterfinal matchup. What could be the final quarter and will be the final quarter for one of these teams. Unless we get overtime, which the way this game's going, you do not know.
And a little bit of free lacrosse wouldn't hurt. Don't got much things better to do on a Saturday than watch some lacrosse. Beautiful day outside, can't complain.
But this is everything you could have wanted in a postseason game. It's been feisty. It's been back and forth. Bison, though, with a great advantage here now. They're 2-man up, so a penalty was called on Brendan Tracy during the break there. We'll have to get word on that. Cadigan to Santoni. Left side. Dumped in the middle. Underhand shot. Score. Cohane on the feed from the point. And we're tied with 14:34 to go.
Squeezed it through the 5-hole chambers there. Got him to open it up and just underhand put it right through the wickets. And now the very important face-off. It could set the theme for the rest of the game here. This is a big one.
It's what's allowed the Bison to hang around, kept the Seahawks from ever building. The Seahawks, they're a high-powered offense that can really get on some runs. You've got 4 players on offense, all on the all-conference squad. But if you keep the ball away from them, that offense can never get out of first gear. And that's what the Bison have done. And that is what Ehrenberg has done here in the circle.
Having himself a great game.
7-7. We start again. This time, Hughes wins the draw. That's a big win.
Very big.
For Salve. Barry. Beauchamp moves it left side. Behind the cage, Laundry. Pat Leary, Seahawks all-time leading goal scorer, has had a quiet afternoon. See if the Seahawks try to get him going here in crunch time. Ryan Carlo, his first appearance on the field here this afternoon. That pass, thought it had been deflected. The officials say no. Seahawks turn it over. Cohane, stop and start, rips it on the cage and goes wide. $13:28 to go. Here's Warner, picked up by Naglieri. Cadigan moves it in deep. Cohane wants to work on Van Winkle from the end line. Cohane to the left side. Score! Hunter Ferreira gives the Bison the lead. $13:03 to go in the fourth. And it's 8-7. Nichols.
Look at the momentum shift just like that. Only took a couple minutes into the fourth, and it's a whole different game now. Another huge face-off, though. I know we've said this thousands of times today, but it's what this game's come down to.
Hughes this time in there to take it, and once again he wins it. Gavin Johnson in deep retrieved it. Chucks it ahead, and Hughes cannot keep it in play. So the Seahawks had it.
Couldn't scoop it up there.
And we're going to get a timeout called here by head coach John Carroll of the Bison. He wants to talk things over with his team now on top, 8-7 with 12:36 to go. We'll be back. Welcome back to the field out of the Bison timeout. Quick breather for the offense. Bison with possession and the lead. Head coach John Carroll in his third season. 2012 graduate from Albany. Let's see when he's drawn up here for his squad. Leading by 1 here in the quarterfinals. On the road. Warner behind the cage, Gillis. Back to Warner. Around the screen from Gillis. Fakes the return. Now on the left wing side, out onto the wing. Santoni. Out high, Ferreira. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Ferreira trying to turn the corner. No angle. Cut off by Tracy. Looking to move it inside. Ferreira behind the net, trying to thread it out onto the wing. Naglieri just reaching up into the heavens blindly, deflects that and steals it. A fantastic and intuitive defensive play, but then Tracy can't control it, given right back to Gillis. And now the Bison again can take their time, some patience here.
Yeah, they're not in need to attack instantly. You know, they can get their breath and take their time here, set up for the right play, and then attack.
Warner trying to turn the corner. He squares and scores. .10:49 to go. And now the Seahawks down by 2. Well, we wondered about the timeout there for the Bison when they took it. Just got up, got the ball back, momentum. Why would you take the timeout? You know, I wonder maybe John Carroll wanted to preach a little bit of poise and patience there in the moment. Maybe say, hey, we don't need to have our foot on the gas here. We're in a good spot, change the mentality.
Stay level-headed, don't get a little too high on the adrenaline, and it seemed like it worked out.
Another penalty here for Brendan Tracy.
I didn't catch what that was for. Did you, Pez?
Looked like there was a motion of contact to the head.
So after the goal there, must have been from that hit. Big face-off won by Salve there. Rocco trying to waste some time. Throwing it down to Pat Leary.
Leary now in the corner. Seahawks, lots of time left, but every possession now becomes so big. Trailing by 2. Liam Cooney, the only one who scored multiple goals. He's got 2. Barbone, Van Winkle, Laundry, Tracy, and Iritano, the other goal scorers.
And Talon's just going to let Beauchamp just stand out there, you know. They're up by 2. No need to force him and make a mistake himself and possibly let Salve score here. So,
yeah, Seahawks just wanted to kill off the penalty, and the Bison, you want to kill time? We are happy to let you. Back to even strength. Iritano trying to move it right side. Leary, a little too low, moved away from the ball, turned it over. Joseph Busa picks it up, and the Bison have it with the lead.
Good little spin move there by Jeffrey Talon.
Bison with possession as Enhofer brings it across.
Oh, he's got room here too.
I think if it wasn't a late stages of a playoff game, he may have had some dreams of taking that one to the goal, but he will dart back across midfield. And the Bison will set up the offense.
Probably the smart play, hey?
Yeah, I don't think you'd win any points with the coach. Everybody has their job. When you're a long pole defenseman in the fourth quarter of a playoff game and you get it to the attacking end, job done. Warner trying to sneak it into the slot, picked off by Mazzy. That one kind of in no man's land inside. Seahawks try to clear. They do. Beauchamp to the attacking end. 8 minutes to go in regulation. Seahawks trail by 2.
Very important possession here for Salve. They got to get something going.
Leary.
Get a little confidence back.
Leary tees up the drive. Save made by Morgan.
Great save there by Morgan. Got the left foot out.
Padrig Berry. Right side. Beauchamp. Trying to lob it inside for Leary. Swiped away. Out onto the wing. Berry will keep it alive for the Seahawks with 43 seconds on the shot clock. Beauchamp. Left side Tracy. Out high Beauchamp again. Blitz by Cooper Melvin. Beauchamp down the middle. His shot saved by Morgan. Rebound up for grabs. It falls into the crease, and Morgan will scoop and cover. Tracy trying to knock it free from Talion. He does. Talion blindly fires it ahead. Leary gathers and scores!
Wow. Wow.
Sometimes it only takes a bounce. A mighty one there for Salve. Leary capitalizes his first goal of the game.
You know, Morgan's been playing unreal this second half for sure, though. Not that his first half was bad, but he's made some great saves here in the second half that's kept the Bisons up on top. A little more life on that Salve bench now.
That one just wide of the cage. Seahawks get the ball back. Tellini trying to find it back to Chambers. Lost out of play by Ferreira. Seahawks within 1.
That was a great play initially by Ferreira to cut off that pass. Even though it ended up going out of bounds, he gave his team an opportunity.
Padrig Berry down the slot with the shot. He scores! Padrig Berry! And we're tied with 6:21 to go.
Wow, we got a game.
There was little life here in the building just a minute ago. That crazy bounce for Leary. Now this place is juiced.
I said 5 minutes ago, look at the difference in the benches, how Bisons were up and high energy and Salve was down. It just shifted so quick, just like that. Off of one lucky bounce, and now Salve gets back into it. But the ever so important face-off is coming up here.
Haverly will take it this time for Salve. Ehrenberg falls down, and they're going to call him for a violation. He is not happy about it. And now the official changes the call. The Seahawk bench is up in arms. So the Bison with possession. 6:07 to go. We start again. Warner. Behind the cage. Cohane. That shot ricochets off the post and back out to midfield. Bison keep it alive. Cadigan up the left-hand side. He scores! A nonchalant flick of the wrist. And the Bison back up by 1.
He didn't even make the move to show that he was shooting there. Maybe tricked the goalie, and he didn't. I don't think he expected it coming there.
No.
Very good shot.
Hughes in now for the draw. .5:31 to go. And you can feel the intensity with which both of these teams are playing, desperately trying to not have their season end here today. Hughes wins the draw, able to scoop it back to himself, falling into the attacking end, able to get it away to Leary. .5:10 to go in regulation. Seahawks trail by 1. Beauchamp. Straight away up top. Now Pat Leary left side. Beauchamp to Tracy. Left side, Laundry spun that one towards the goal, well wide. Laundry. Tracy had that one hop out of his cross near side, tries to keep it in. Pushed from behind. The official makes the call. Seahawks will keep it. And they get the reset of a shot clock. 4:30 to go in regulation.
You know, being an athlete, I feel bad for the refs. They got the toughest job in sports, you know. There's always one team who's always mad at them with every call made.
Oh, yeah, no, it's a no-win. It's a no-love position.
Yeah, they don't get enough credit for the work they do.
You know, the home crowd may love you, but that just means that the visiting team bench does not like you.
There's always someone mad at you.
There's always someone mad at you. And it's a very difficult job.
Yeah. Especially with technology, when people can go look back in slow motion and
exactly
ridicule you for your decisions. Doesn't it feel like 100 more people just showed up with all the energy around here?
It does. It's been a good crowd. Yep. That's what's made this spring so great. I mean, last spring was awesome to have games when we weren't sure if we would. But to have the fans back in the building this year for the majority of our sports, you know, for a brief period in the winter, basketball and hockey didn't have fans, but
it's great that fans are back, though.
It has been great. You take it for granted.
You do.
When this place is empty, you notice.
Yeah.
So great to have fans back in the stands, and grateful to have people at home tuning in and listening.
For sure.
And hopefully you're not just joining us, but if you are, this has been a fantastic game from start to finish so far. Turning is Santoni with the drive. Out of play, Seahawks will get it back.
Good hustle there by Salve to be able to get that ball back.
Trailing by 1. Beauchamp brings it across midfield. He cradles away from Warner with 3.5 to go. So the possessions now, you might be able to count them on one hand. Laundry trying to scoop his way towards the net, has it stripped from behind, looking to sweep it on the goal. He lost the ball, but a penalty flag has been thrown. And this looks to be against Nichols and Joseph Busa. A slash for 1 minute with 3:17 to go.
I mean, this is what you practice for all year. These moments, you practice these all the time.
Man up opportunity here for Salve. Trailing by 1, a full minute. Pat Leary gets it into Brendan Tracy. Beauchamp moves it right side. Tracy to Leary. Barbone behind the net, out onto the wing. Cooney back to Barbone. Slings it to Tracy. He tees it up, and Morgan either fought that off slightly or it missed the net, and it did. No reset of the shot clock. Deflected onto the wing. Leary will grab it. 20 seconds left of man up. Barbone behind the cage. Finds Pat Leary, the Seahawks' all-time leading goal scorer. Trying to move it on the inside to Laundry. And a whistle on the inside here against the Bison. Seahawks keep the ball. And a reset of the shot clock. 9 seconds left of man up.
Got to think they want to get the ball in the hands of Pat Leary here.
Final seconds of the man up. Barbone trying to bounce it out to the point. Beauchamp will field it. We're at even strength now. The Bison have done a great job of not allowing anyone on the inside to gather. Leary tees it up. That one's wide.
Fantastic job by Bisons there.
You know, whether it's Leary or Cooney or Laundry, somebody right in the middle of the defense, the Bison have just not even allowed anybody to possess the ball in that position. Everything's been out on the perimeter. This has been a slugfest of a game. Beauchamp falling backwards, gets it in behind the cage. Barbone, sling to Beauchamp. He fakes the shot. Driving to his right, stripped by Cooper Melvin. Cooney, though, races in to collect it and keep it alive. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Ball deflects out of play. And the official on the far side is going to correct the call. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. 1:33 to go in the game. Laundry trying to feed it across the field. Bounce towards Cooney. The Seahawks will not get a shot away. 1:19 to go. Seahawks have to try and strip the ball. Not enough time to just play defense here. Bounce to the near side to Cohane. Ball up for grabs. Loose on the ground. And the Bison get it. Ferreira darts into the corner. And now behind the cage. And the Bison call for time. 50 seconds to go. We will take the timeout as well. Welcome back to Gaudet Field out of the Bison timeout. 50 seconds to go in regulation. Andrew Pizzelli alongside Caden Krause helping to bring you the call. And the Seahawks here can't waste much time. The Bison have possession. They have to be aggressive and go get the ball to give themselves a chance to get a shot and try and tie this game. 4 goals here in the fourth quarter from the Bison. Seahawks had tied the game after they fell behind 9-7. Warner, pressured by Mazzy. Seahawks are bringing Chambers kind of out of the cage to try and play defense as well. 40 seconds to go. Warner just killing time. Mazzy tries to swipe at Warner.
Maybe got away with one there.
And he does draw a penalty.
Oh, there it is.
So Warner now, as the Bison can feel it, with 20 seconds. Sprinting away, and if I was Salve, I mean, you got to just try and rip this ball out no matter what. At this point, you want to just try and save the time, shorthanded or not. But Warner keeping the cradle alive, able to evade defenders.
Good for Warner.
Warner finally decked by Tellini, which draws a whistle. And just 1 second remaining.
He did that all game. He's had a great game, and then caps it off with that. Very tough work. You can see he's exhausted right there. Doesn't have much left in his tank.
So they're going to address and have to address the penalty. Seahawks with hands on heads. A bitter ending to their season. But the Bison, what a game. Like a heavyweight fight, they hung around. Threw the haymaker early in the fourth. And then when the Seahawks came roaring back to tie this game and it felt like momentum was all on their side, the Bison didn't panic.
Nope. Anytime these two colleges meet, no matter the sport.
Cohane chucks the ball into the afternoon sky. His team celebrates on the field. A massive postseason victory for the Bison. A disappointing finish. If you're Salve Regina, they will come out and gather with their senior goalie, Ryan Chambers. And you don't know whether or not this is your final game or not. But it's so odd with the COVID season. Everybody could have a 5th year or 6th year. Who knows? But for Salve and their seniors, Rich Niding, Ryan Chambers, Pat Leary, Ty Newfield, Cam Erasmi, John Saunders. For that group, you just don't know if this is going to be the final game or not. Pat Leary already coming back for the 5th year. Not sure if this was his final game. It was his goal that really kind of sparked the little comeback here in the fourth quarter for the Seahawks.
For sure.
But credit the Bison, man. I mean, the job that they did in the faceoff circle, and then Brady Morgan having to make some tremendous stops against a talented Seahawk offense.
He was on his game today for sure. But, you know, the Bisons, they stuck to their game. They knew what they were best at, and they took advantage of that. And that's, I really think, what caused them to win this game is the faceoffs. They were fantastic in that spot today.
Seahawks could never quite build any momentum because of that, the job that Scott Ehrenberg did in the circle.
Yeah, fantastic game by him.
Unfortunately for Salve Regina, their season comes to a close, 7-8 overall. The Bison, meanwhile, they improved to 8-10, and next up for them is the Commonwealth Coast Conference semifinals. What a game. What a game. Thrilling game here today. Perfect afternoon for Lacrosse. This game lived up to the hype of a playoff matchup. Want to thank our entire staff and production crew, Caden Krause, helping to provide camera work and color commentary. And want to thank you all for joining and listening along with us, folks. Once again, your final here in this one. Nichols 10, Salve Regina 9. The Bison are moving on to the CCC semifinals. I am Andrew Pizzelli. Have a good night, everyone.